What's up? This is Head Coach David coming at you with another midweek mindset. It's going to be a quick one. I'm trying to make these videos shorter. There's more engagement when the video is shorter. Yes, we put more content if they're longer, but when they're shorter, more people view them. And so more people view them, it hits more people. It's just better all around. So here's what's going on. Now, this week, something I want to talk about is the finish line. Now, with the finish line, a lot of people in the studio are going through Fit in 42. And if you're one of these people, your last day is next Saturday, right, of the program. And then from there you go on and you do, you go back to what you were doing before. You do the holiday hold'em. You're going through your emotions. You're not going through your emotions, but you're still working out and you're still, hitting everything you got to be hitting. Now, what a lot of people sometimes feel when they do Fit in 42, and especially it's usually the ones that, sometimes the ones that hit major numbers, right? They're really going at it. They're really doing everything they possibly can above and beyond. They are sprinting the race in their head, right? They're sprinting, they're going for that finish line. Well, here's the problem is that you start thinking of the end, the last day as a finish line. And you start looking for finish lines. Now, the only problem with finish lines, there's nothing wrong with running the race. There's nothing wrong with starting the race. The problem with finish lines is what happens at the end of the race. What happens at the finish line? You stop running. You stop. You won, right? Well, unfortunately, something like this, you don't really win. You do, but you don't really win and get to just keep that trophy, right? You got to keep defending that trophy. You have to keep coming back. It's like you're renting that trophy, and you have to keep on paying rent on that trophy, right? You have to keep doing what you were doing. Now, different things will start to happen where you can implement a cheat meal once a week, and you can start to play around with that kind of stuff. But you still have to stay on top of your game. You still got to run. And you still got to do whatever it took to get from the start line to the finish line. And you have to keep up with that because that consistency is going to keep your body in check. That consistency is going to keep your body burning body fat, building muscle mass, and continue to, maintain the result that you created in Fit in 42. And it's going to help you build off of that result. And that's when checking the radar, someone's coming in. What are you going to do after Fit in 42? Now that you have accomplished what you did in Fit in 42, what's next? What's next for you? What do you want to do now? Now that you know that you can run a mile without stopping. Now that you know you can do the big stuff. Now that you know you can lift the big weights. What's next for you? What's the next goal? You just want to start another race, not just end the one that you're on. Always start another race and then do whatever it takes to get to the, not necessarily the finish line, but do whatever it takes to continue to keep running. Always keep running. It's more of a marathon rather than a sprint, right? Fit in 42 is only meant to be a foundation, and it's meant to, give you a big boost so that now you have a different mindset going into everything that you attack because you've accomplished so much. And now with my Fit in 42ers, this has definitely been in my opinion, it's one of the best Fit in 42s we've ever done. It is definitely one where we had the odds stacked against us the entire time. We're outside. We've had to endure humidity, the heat, being in the dark at night. Now we're enduring the cold. And so, it's the hardest time ever to do Fit in 42. However, what I've noticed that a lot of people that have had a really rough time with clocking in, they've been able to clock in and they've been able to prove that, it doesn't matter what your circumstances are, you can do this. It doesn't matter what's going on around you as long as, you're hitting everything that you can with a positive mindset and attacking everything with that I can do this. I will make it. I know that as long as I keep moving forward, I'm going to go somewhere and I'm going to go somewhere. That somewhere's going to be somewhere that I like. That kind of mindset, then you will succeed. Because actually I have a handful of people in this Fit in 42 who the last Fit in 42 they were one of those people that only lost 6 pounds. Right. And and it's not necessarily bad that you only lose 6 pounds, but if you're someone that needed to lose more and you didn't and you only lost 6 pounds, then that's a little bad. And now there are the people that are, hitting the blue bands. They're getting the 20 pounds. They're getting the 15, the 16 pounds. They're hitting 21s. They're putting up bigger numbers, right? And that's because they've been able to clock in and they've attacked it differently. So now what you got to do to maintain that, to maintain the blue band status, maintain those 20 pounds, you got to keep running. And you got to do everything that it took to get to here. So don't look at day 42 as a finish line. Don't look for finish lines. Because remember, at the end of the finish line, you stop running. The moment you stop running, you stop getting everything that it took for you to get there, right? You start to go backwards a little bit. People start to pass you a little bit, and you don't want that to happen. So keep running, guys. That is a major key. Do not look for finish lines. After day 42, it's day 43, and day 44, and day 45, and day 46, and you just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and get better and better and better and better. Now, what I want you guys to do is that, after you're done with this, check your radar. You know what to do. See where your goals were. What was your goal at the beginning of Fit in 42? And see where you're at now. Did you hit your goal? Are you close to the goal? What do you got to do to get that goal? You have one more week, right? And now, if you have hit that goal, what's next? What's after Fit in 42? What is it time to do it? If you're almost at the goal, same thing. What's after Fit in 42? What's the next goal? What's your next move to keep you running? All right, guys, this has been Coach David. I didn't want to make this too long. This has been Midweek Mindset. I will see a lot of you guys tonight. Peace out.